Today, I'm gonna tell you how you can easily quit music. All of the self improvement YouTubers, basically everybody, is saying that music is really bad. And I think the most popular genres of music are actually quite bad. Because they're saying, bad non self improvement stuff to you, like rap or hip hop. They're not saying like self improvement stuff. They're saying about like drinking and getting drugs, or something like that. And it's just like dopamine blasted into your brain. Like imagine a guy walking, and he's just walking, right? He can easily enjoy the moment. He can hear the birds chirping in his ears. He can see the sun. It's just fun for him. And imagine yourself, you have like some weird thing on your head that's actually just blasting dopamine and bad affirmations in your ears, and you're like, I want to enjoy the world. How can you do it with dopamine and bad affirmations blasted into your ears? You just can't do it. So, you know, I'll break the process in some steps, but you can skip them and go to the last one if you're brave enough and if you're disciplined enough. So, the first step, if you're listening to like rap, you need to go to funk. And I'm not saying like, that really really bad funk that's actually doing bad stuff to your brain. It brings so much dopamine, like a lot and a lot. You need to go to that old funk, that like rapping funk. There's only like a cowbell beat and just a guy like rapping, saying stuff. And then after that, you should go to Viking music. And as I said, you can skip steps, but this is like the easiest way because the most engaging and bad music is probably rap, then it's probably funk, and then it's Viking music. And Viking music, you don't need to go to especially Viking music, but all of those historical music genres, like Viking music, Mongolian throat singing, all of these are good. It's just people saying stuff that you don't really understand. You don't understand these words, and they're not probably saying, like singing about drugs or stuff. So it's not that bad. And the music, it's not really engaging and it's not really like stimulating your brain a lot because it's just like, maybe a guitar, maybe something else. And after you get used to Viking music, you should switch to podcasts. And everybody's listening to podcasts, but if you're listening to really engaging music, you can get lost in it and just forget that you can listen podcasts because it's way more fun to listen to that engaging and stimulating music than to podcast. And podcasts is really good because you just gain a lot of knowledge through them. It's the best if you search the topic that it's like the hardest for you, because if you just blindly go listening to podcasts, is the same as scrolling through YouTube. You can just like scroll through podcasts and listen to whatever you want and whatever you can. But if you just can't do something that day or can't do something in like a month, it's like your down period, you should listen to a podcast about that thing that you can't do. And podcasts are just like talking people, so it's not engaging, it's not a lot of dopamine. So yeah. And this is how I did it. And this is the easiest. For now, I'm in between the podcast and nothing. Because, listening to podcasts is fun, one thing. It's interesting, really interesting stuff. And, but it's way more fun listening to nothing because I just like feel, I feel the summer coming, which is really fun because like winter is ending, summer is coming, it's spring, you see all these leaves trying to get out and stuff. It's really fun. So, yeah, the last step is listening to nothing. So, funk, Viking music, podcast, nothing. And yeah, that's it. That's how I did it. I think it's the easiest to do it like that. But if you have enough discipline, if you're brave enough, you can just go from rap or something else that you're listening to right now to nothing. So yeah, that's it.